bus tour will en route around the various destinations in Metro Manila. As we enjoy our rolling tour, please remain seated and make sure to put your seatbelts on. Are you excited to roam around?
Yes!
Edsa Mall of Asia, in short, MOA. This is situated at a Bay City and west of Rojas Boulevard and southernmost tip of Edsa in Pasay City. Did you know, this is actually the second largest mall in the Philippines, third largest in Asia, and fourth largest in the whole world. It has a land area of 4.2 square feet or 42 hectares. The mall attracts 200,000 people daily. As you can see, it has an iconic landmark which is a 360 globe or electronic billboard.
Good morning, my dear tourists. I am Mayan, your tour guide for today, and it's my pleasure to be of service to you. Right there is the Philippines International Convention Center or PICC, made history as Asia's first international convention center, setting a trend that other countries to build their own. PICC has more than 70,000 square meters of the floor area and a range of facilities that can accommodate almost any gathering of any size. PICC was designed by Leonardo Vic Locsin, a Filipino international artist in architecture, and its stunning architectural style is brutalist architecture. Now we are here in Star City, a place for entertainment, amusement, and pleasure. The Star City is a family-oriented of 35 square meters of amusement park and next to the cultural center of the Philippines in Pasay City. It is considered the place where happy memories of kids and youths are found.
Hi, I'm Maria Elizabeth G. Kasi, your tourist guide for today. Students, look to your left side. And we are now in the Cultural Center of the Philippines or CCP. It is a national center for the arts, especially the performing arts in the Philippines island. It was created in year 1966 with the purpose of promoting and preserving the best Filipinos art and culture. It is an 88 hectares that owned by government corporation. Its vision, according to official CCP website, is built on the assumption that arts matter to every Filipino. And now, look to your right side. We are here now in Harrison Plaza that located along Harrison Avenue corner Pablo Ocampo Street in the district of Malate in Manila, Philippines. It is opened in year 1976 after the Martyr family leased the land under a contract with the city government of Manila. However, it's closed in year 2019. It was a popular shopping mall in the Manila in the late 70s and 80s. Before we go to the next destination, here are some fast facts about the Harrison Plaza Shopping Complex, which billed itself as the country's first stop shopping mall in the Philippines.
Good morning, I'm Queen, and welcome to Manila Zoo. Formerly known as the Manila Zoological and Botanical Garden, is a 5.5-hectare zoo located in Malate, Manila, Philippines. Opened on July 25, 1959. It is the oldest zoo not only in the Philippines but also in Asia. Also, Manila Zoo is not only home to numerous species of animals but also to hundreds of different native plants too. We are now here in commonly known as Dolomite Pitch, an artificial beach along Manila Bay. It is a project of the DENR and part of the Manila Bay Rehabilitation Program launched by Secretary Roy Simatu in January 2019. Did you know that the crushed dolomite came all the way from Cebu and overlaying of crushed dolomite for a 500-meter takes 1 to 2 months to complete? This allowed Manileños to enjoy a white sand beach without traveling long hours.
I am Jelly Iselshana Esilio, your tour guide for today. On your right side, you can see the U.S. Embassy that has been representing the United States government since the Philippines was granted independence on July 4, 1946. They exercise many different functions to support and represent the Philippine government. They built bilateral development projects and took care of the affairs for the Americans and Filipinos residing in the Philippines. Is the Hermita Church, or also called as Hermita Shrine, or Archdiocesan Shrine of Our Lady of Guidance, that has begun as a rustic shrine made of bamboo, nipa, and mulawi wood, and was built to the house image of Our Lady of Guidance in 1571. Did you know that in 1606, it was considered as the house for image and called La Ermita, which means the chapel in Spanish term. It may not look old because the church faced numerous earthquakes during the time, and the image was actually transferred to Manila Cathedral until it was returned to a much stronger stone church. Messiah Combata is just right beside the U.S. Embassy. The Messiah Combata opened in 1994, where it is the dream of Nina Lim Yusung. It is the first children's interactive museum in the country where children can use their total senses and learn various concepts at their own pace. It is different from the traditional museum because Museo Combata encourages the children to explore and discover various aspects of learning while they play. It opens from Tuesday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it is free entrance from the Manila residents, while for the others, it is 250 pesos for 2 years old and above.
Hi, I'm Danielle, your tour guide, and I am here to welcome you to Manila Ocean Park. Manila Ocean Park opened in March 2008, is a very well-known oceanarium across the country, containing 3,000 cubic meters of seawater, divided into 7 sections. It houses over 13,000 sea creatures from around 277 species that are indigenous in Southeast Asia. Let us now go to Rizal Park. Rizal Park, or also known as the Luneta Park, is an oasis of greenery in the middle of the hustle and bustle of Manila. Rizal Park is considered to be one of the largest urban parks in Asia, covering an area of 58 hectares in size, and is located at the northern end of Ross Boulevard. Towards the western end of this park lies the bronze and granite Rizal Monument, built in remembrance of our national hero, Jose Rizal. This was sculpted by Swiss sculptor Richard Kisling and was unveiled on December 13, 1913. In front of the Rizal Monument lies the tallest flagpole in the Philippines, known as the Independence Flagpole. This flagpole measures up to 150 feet tall. Just across the flagpole, you can also find the kilometer zero mark, the point of origin for measuring the distance going to provinces and cities in the country.
Hello, I'm your tour guide Bridget C. and I welcome you to Valvarte De Santiago. Valvarte De Santiago is a majestic stone fort. Though it was built in 1587, the structures underwent a series of repairs and restoration over the years. The fort's most recent restoration was completed in 1992. Today in Manila, The fort is being transformed into a historical site. A beautiful garden was built around the fort with shaded walkways, fountains, old cannons and artillery, and pieces of preceding century show. On your right is the Messiah de Intramuros, which presents the story of evangelization in the context of colonization, seen from the perspective of the Filipinos. The current structure you saw is rebuilt after the destruction caused by World War II and several disasters.
I'm Chelsea, your tour guide, and we are currently passing by Manila Cathedral. Its official name is Manila Metropolitan Cathedral Basilica and is the seat of Archbishop of the Archdiocese of Manila. Did you know that the said plaza is considered to be the center of Intramuros? What you see right now is the Palacio Del Gobernador, which is a structure with an area of 5,847 square meters and 10 decimeters, more or less developed by Lumang Bayan Realty Development Corporation. It was a former palace of the Governor General. It houses the offices of Commission on Elections, Bureau of the Treasury, and Intramuros administrations.
Hola, I'm Eka, your tour guide. I welcome you to the famous Fort Santiago, where it witnessed all the events in our history together with the journey to independence. The fort is remarkably the headquarters of foreign armies here in our country. The structure was originally built with logs and soil, then it was later destroyed by Chinese pirate Lin Feng. Then it was rebuilt by stone, but what you can see right now is made with volcanic stuff or adobe, built between 1589 and 1592. We present to you the first and oldest Chinatown here in Binondo, Manila, presenting to all of you the famous Filipino-Chinese foods around the street, which are surely delicious, so make sure to try and discover all the delicacies here. Chi hao!
Amoy ulam na ba kayo? Let's do the rap-a-da-bango. That is rap-a-da-bango. When you rap, ang damit. Bango, bango, bango. Really start with rap-a-da-bango. Anyways, I'm Mariah, your tour guide, and I welcome you to Manila North Cemetery. So Manila North is the largest in the metropolis that houses the remains of three former presidents, Osmeña, Rojas, and Magsaysay, plus the actor Ferdinand Poe Jr., and even the Edsa historian. While La Loma Cemetery is the oldest, followed by the Manila Chinese Cemetery. Whoa, that 30-minute drive felt like forever, didn't it? Wakey love the tourists, we are currently passing the Quezon City Memorial Circle, which houses Manuel L. Quezon, first President of the Commonwealth of the Philippines in 1935. Inside the tower, you will see a museum dedicated to honoring him, and fun fact, the fall at the top stand for PUP, means prosperity, unity, and peace. And it is a 66 meters tall, which represents his age when his remains were transferred here.
I'm your tour guide Rizal, and I will be touring you in Norakins Parks and Wildlife Center. It became one of the 94 protected areas legislated in Congress and classified as National Park. This park is located in the heart of the city. This natural park is a world-class ecotourism destination aiming to conserve biodiversity and educate on rare wild flora and fauna endemic to the Philippines with a variety of outdoor activities. Now we're under the LRTA. On July 12, 1980, the country's President Ferdinand E. Marcos created the Light Rail Transit Authority or LRTA as a government agency. The chairman was then the First Lady and the Governor of the Metro Manila, Imelda Romualdez Marcos. The construction of the line started in October 1981 and was the responsibility of CDCP or Construction and Development Corporation of the Philippines, with assistance from the Swiss firm of Lusinger and the American company Chavo, the latter through its Philippine subsidiary.
Good morning everyone, I'm Nina Militante, your tour guide for today, and I present to you the People Power Monument. The People Power Monument is a sculpture of towering people commemorating the People Power Revolution of 1986. Eduardo Castrillo made it in 1993, gathering hundreds and thousands of Filipinos from February 22 to 25, 1986, congregated on Epifanio de los Santos Avenue to protest President Ferdinand Marcos' claim that he had won the re-election against Corazon Aquino. Marcos and his family were soon compelled to resign power and flee the Philippines. Many hoped that now that the dictator had been deposed, the Philippines would implement programs to redress the economic and social inequities that had worsened under the Marcos 20-year reign. This People Power Revolution inspired anti-authoritarian activists around the world. So next one is we are currently seeing the Edsa Shrine, that is one of the attractions and places people visit daily, that is located here in Metro Manila. This is one of the popular shrines that serves as a monument to the Virgin Mary, who is known to be the protector of those who cooperated in the People Power Revolution of 1986.
Hey everyone, I am Glyson Pineda, your tour guide for today, and let me welcome you to Greenbelt. So, welcome to Makati City. Known as the country's premier central business district, Makati City is a thriving cosmopolitan area. It hosts many financial institutions, corporate headquarters, and shopping complexes. Greenbelt has a total of 5 shopping areas from Greenbelt 1 to 5. All 5 are located at the heart of Ayala Center. So here is the Ayala Museum, and it was established in April 1967 as a project of the Filipinas Foundation Incorporation, now Ayala Foundation Incorporation. The museum collections mainly focus on archaeological, ethnographic, historical, fine arts, numismatics, and ecclesiastical. Let's now go to Ayala Triangle Garden. Ayala Triangle Gardens is home to several global corporations, banks, and other big industries, as seen by the numerous towers that surround it. Ayala Avenue and Paseo de Rojas are also notable for being the old runways of Nelson Field, Metro Manila's principal airport in the 1930s.
Hi guys, my name is Arian Ereño, your tour guide for today. Imbued with history and Art Deco elements, this Makati landmark was the country's first modern and commercial international airport built in 1937 by British businessman Larry Nelson. Over time, it has had different functions, the last of which was the Filipinas Heritage Library. Today, this historic building became a haven of world cuisine, as it's now transformed as a well-known alfresco dining place called Blackbird, founded by Colin McKay. We will soon pass by Trump Tower, Manila, the most prestigious, distinguished financial and commercial district for high-quality real estate. It is known for luxurious amenities and is one of the most expensive living properties. It consists of 52 floors with over 260 units that give a spectacular panoramic view of the city. It is owned by the Century Properties Group Incorporation, and they give an award for Best Residential High-Rise and the Best Architecture Philippines International Property Awards Asia Pacific 2013.
Greetings students, I'm Nika, your tour guide, and I welcome you to the famous Little Venice of the Philippines. This is one of the most iconic malls in the country that inspired Italy's romantic city. It is owned by the Mega World Corporation, and it's their largest ownership, which is 50 hectares located here at Taguig City. It is opened in 2015 and was awarded as Best Retail Architectural Design at the Philippines Property Awards in 2017. If you want to spend a romantic and sweet with your special someone, and this place is for you. Now we are passing by the Bonifacio Golan City, or also known as BGC, which is the home of bright minds. This portion of the gig was once a military base of United States government in 1902, which was christened for Fort McKinley after President William McKinley, but it is once considered as the most remarkable area for pleasant architecture and leisure activities. And our last destination is Libigan ng mga Bayani. This was built in May 1947 by the Philippine government to give honor to our beloved Filipino men and women who brought pride to our country's freedom and democracy. But first, it was known as Republic Memorial Cemetery until President Ramon Magsaysay changed it into the name Libingan ng mga Bayani on October 27, 1954.
Thank you for joining Paro Paro G Tours. I am glad that I was given an opportunity to accompany you at some point in your life journeys. I will now bid you goodbye with my favorite quote from the book entitled The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. Strangers are just a family you have yet to come to know. Regardless of how long we have known each other, please remember that you always got a family here. Even when you go back to your home country, we'll look forward to seeing you again. Fly high like a butterfly.